What could it be, Paul? Something in the way she moves. What attracted me? Just say whatever comes in your head.
Hey, yo, let's check this real quick, son.
Until you get the word in. Yeah, but I've been through this one like for about 6 months. Attracts me like a pomegranate.
The Clandestine Circle Quintet at Haven Recording Studio in the Arts District of Los Angeles, currently working on the musical score for the play The Heart Tells Tales by Omen Kane. This number is entitled Through the Generations.
Style copacetic. When I get it, I'm magnetic. I slide through. Kid thought he caught me slipping off lean. I said, nah, son. Look through the purple cloud of the green. I pull mad coats and notes, so I do it remote. From the 6-pack of MCs obliterate, then I float. The fat lady was singing, but it wasn't a note. Through the scope, I peeped the glitter, pulled the trigger and broke. Yeah, you know who we are those Kevlar stars. We walk fast cause we invest in the current state of the rhyme. Taking headshots, this literally blowing your mind. Define a sociopath, a liar for truth. Repeat this rhyme and you'll be fine, and you'll blow out your front tooth. Now when you gossip, you speak with a slight whistle. Unappreciated attitude is mad gristle. Joker grin, saccharine, imitation, sweet, plotting and toppling, politician lead, yeah.
A new day on the mic and some they like to mumble. All good, style evolve, try to keep it humble. For those who don't respect the past will suddenly stumble. Had the ball, then you dropped it, that's a fucking fumble. Let's get a little something straightened out in context. The ones that set it off for rap was Generation X. And rap's a greater part of culture known as hip-hop. Down in the Bronx, up in the dark, that's where that shit pop. Dust bag, red smoke, inhale 2 teeth, now chest bro. Mad choke for one more toast, bring your own bed, these drum folks. Global beat, this phenomenon, just to taste what they tripping on. Backspin into sampling, evolution in this war run. To the knocking underwear hanging on, streets to show the way banging on. Stole the culture and sold it back to us, though we know it's still going on. Trick